Alright, I'm still doing this January challenge where every 1,000 subs I hit, I will give away one Dazzler Pass in February. We currently have one Dazzler Pass guaranteed because we hit 16k subs in like 9 days. So yeah, thank you very much for that. Y'all are the best community ever. And at 17,000 subs, there is a bonus rank 3 King or Thanos, plus of course that one Dazzler Pass. So yeah, if you want to see a rank 3 King or OG Thanos, and you want to win a Dazzler Pass, then subscribe to the channel. But Kabam gotta stop releasing content while I'm sick. I just want to chill, and yeah, there is no chill right now, because today we are talking about the Deathless Mausoleum. So I don't think anyone expected this to be like really difficult, and to no one's surprise, it really isn't that difficult. I think the most difficult thing about this is the Deathless Thanos fight at the end, because he is still very brand new. Like, he literally just came out today, and not everyone, or like pretty much no one, knows how to fight him. So like learning that fight was pretty much the trickiest thing in this quest. And otherwise, it was just like, I don't know, it feels like Kabam was like, hey, you worked hard to get these champions, here are these 4 paths designed just for them to make it very easy. So as long as you follow along the nodes and use the proper Deathless characters, like for example, this regen one, and like these mutant characters like as defenders, you obviously want to use vision here. So if you just like follow along that, and you know, just play around the nodes, which aren't even that bad, then you should have a pretty easy time up until Thanos. And I'll be honest, once you realize that there is a certain character that is just the best counter to Thanos, you're gonna be absolutely chilling. So yeah, there is the vision part. I'm gonna showcase like one fight from each Deathless character, except for the final path, because that'll be a full run through. So yeah, now we have the She-Hulk part. Just gonna show one fight here, and this one is very straightforward. She is a very good counter for like all these nodes. It has 0 to hero, and I didn't realize at first that I could just cancel it with a heavy attack. So yeah, rookie mistake on my end, but once I like got the gist of it, it's very straightforward, and yeah, it's nothing too bad. Pretty sure it's just the 0 to hero note that like has any impact. There is Prey on the Weak as well, so you do want to focus on getting those SP2s up because they inflict withers, and those will help mitigate the node. But yeah, here I go for a heavy attack in like 1 second, and yeah, now that we have the fear up, the 0 to hero node, the hardest part of it, which is the unblockable, is now pretty much just like under control. So yeah, very good for this matchup. Of course she is, right? She was like, when they were making these nodes, they were focused on making her good for them. So that's why like you'll notice that these Deathless characters just hard counter all of these nodes. And yeah, it makes for a fun experience, right? Not a hard experience, a fun one. So yeah, it's a nice little change of pace for sure compared to all the other like Deathless related stuff for sure. And yeah, they would drop the SP2, and there we go. Now we have the Deathless King Groot part, and this one, I apologize to the 7 Deathless King Groot fans. I did not play him well in this, and you know, I just don't play most of these champions. Like, you know, King Groot's rank 1, don't use him ever. Vision's rank 1, do not use him ever. She-Hulk is rank 2 for the video I made on her, which, you know, I still do use her somewhat. She's a good champion for sure. And then Guillotine I use the most. She's rank 3. Absolutely adore her. She is such a fun champion. So yeah, like 2 out of 4 I use pretty much. The other 2 I just have next to no experience with. So yeah, that's why like when I first saw this was like coming out, I was a bit nervous because I was like, dang, am I gonna have to like will it be that tough with like rank 1 Deathless characters? And the answer is no. It's very easy. Well, not very easy. I think that like there might be some struggles along the paths because some of the defenders are relatively hard. So yeah, not like completely super easy, but very doable with rank 1 7-star Deathless characters. And yeah, this is a bit of a slow burner fight. I do apologize for that. I don't want to be mean or anything, but I don't think it's my fault. No, okay, it is kind of my fault. I'm not playing him well at all right now. Yeah, I'm sorry, King Groot fans. Like, I can probably count y'all on, my hands, like the number of y'all, but I do apologize that I am currently fumbling this. But yeah, King Groot though, he is like one of the safer paths for sure, because he's a very safe champion to use. So that's like the best thing about King Groot. Very safe champion, will get the job done, and you'll pretty much take like no damage alongside using him. But now we have the final path here. The other three, you get through the paths pretty straightforward, and then you have like a Thanos encounter that, well, here's the thing. So at like the start of all the paths, there is this trap node, right? And once you defeat like the first character, you activate this trap. Now this trap is like those class nodes where like whenever you do something with a certain class character, you gain a 35% fury passive. Like the cosmic one is the armor break one, the science one is like the wither and taunt one, and the who's the other one? The tech one is the heal block one, right? Now those are supposed to make those champions, like, She-Hulk, King Groot, Vision, like the options for Thanos. But if you ask me, I think throughout all this, the best counter is Deathless Guillotine. It might be because she's rank 3 for me, but I genuinely just think that she is the best counter. Like, I think she is the one that, despite all the trap nodes and all the, like, enhancements for the other Deathless characters, I think that she's just the one that does him the best. So, yeah, that's just, like, my 2 cents. And I could be biased, right? I'm probably biased, I'll be real. Just because she is my favorite Deathless one, like, my favorite Deathless character. However, like, I got the proof in the pudding, man. I used her for all the attempts, because I got to the Thanos fight during the Vision run, and I used Vision, took off like 25%, got obliterated. I was like, okay, do I just revive? I was like, actually, wait, let me try Guillotine. She completely soloed him after that, so that's like what made me believe that she is the best of the Deathless to counter him for like any run. Like after that, I was like, okay, I'm not even gonna try with the other ones. I'm just gonna go full Deathless Guillotine. So yeah, right there, drop the SP2, and the fight is just about done. So now we have Gorr here. Not a fun fight, because you have to like really practice the spacing for SP1, because there is this node on this path where like whenever you cross the bar of power, they will gain this debuff immunity thing after like 10 seconds, but if you knock them down, it does prevent it from triggering. So you have to have like, the heavy attack or the special attack ready. So here you have to like time it perfectly. There I time it pretty well, and now like all the worries of this fight are just kind of done. So yeah, here I dropped the SP2, and now we have the Spectre up, which is really, really helpful for just neutralizing Gorr's regen. Like, his regen is very annoying, especially like during these like final parts of the fight. But yeah, Guillotine does get the job done pretty well in this scenario. Drop the heavy attack, he drops the SP1, and yeah, we should be able to drop the SP2 like right now. Here we do drop it. The Spectre's putting in a ton of work right there, and he is just melting, and the fight is over. Very, very fun encounter right there. And yeah, she is very good for her path, and that's to be expected, right? But yeah, final path, final encounter with Thanos here. Pretty nervous for this. Let's see how it goes, right? This Thanos fight can be very 50-50 at times. It can be like really either really straightforward and like he's really like trigger happy with that SP1, or it's like not fun at all and like he will always just be trying to drop that SP2. So the nodes for this fight, not really too important. There's this one where like he alternates between wanting to throw his SP1 or his SP2. It's like decently effective, but not really. There's also make a stand, so you have to knock him down quite often to make sure that you have your full damage output like at the ready. He also has buff toggle unblockable, so he will gain an unblockable buff every amount of seconds for 2 seconds. And then last but not least, he has this I think it's called like punishing stoppable, where whenever you punish his special attack you gain a grit passive, and this helps bypass the base abilities of Thanos where he will go unstoppable. I don't know how it triggers, but it does trigger, so just make sure to always have that grit active because it'll like just come out of nowhere sometimes. He also does have energize, so he will be gaining power quite quickly, so you have to make sure to have like, you know, just like be ready to bait out the SP1, because the SP2 it actually does like this corrosion damage to you if you dex it too often. But as I was like explaining in the fight, Guillotine just finished them off just like that. There's like protection that Thanos has like at base, not too relevant, and yeah, that's really it. Not the toughest fight with the nodes that help you, and you know, having Guillotine, who is in my opinion the best option for him. And yeah, there is Deathless Thanos. That's exciting, man. Just like seeing it all come together and seeing like just like the year of hard work that we all like had to that we all had to do to get this man. Seems like it's pretty worth it if you ask me, because this guy is just so cool. But now there's a new challenge, and I'll be seeing you later tonight, and when you see me, when I post the video, I'll probably have that challenge done, and we'll be talking about awakening Thanos and maybe awakening Maestro or picking that Titan Nexus. I don't know just yet, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on Deathless Thanos on this Mausoleum quest, and yeah, that's about it for me.